How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper, and my goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading when the price is going up or down. Payment giant Mastercard files trademark for a set of crypto and blockchain tools. So Mastercard is going to introduce some new software and tools for the crypto industry for transactions that can link between virtual asset providers. This includes processing of exchanging of cryptocurrencies and blockchain transactions, namely your identity management and authentication tools, as well as software for connecting the providers and software for the exchange of consumer metadata between the institutions for compliance purposes. That way they can make sure that you're not some person on the anti-money laundering list. Crypto payment solution Ramp expands Ramp service, adds support for 40 fiat currencies. I believe it says 43 down here. So the expansion is set to allow users to easily transact with different digital currencies across borders. Ramp hopes to empower individuals across 150 countries to be able to convert between crypto and 43 different fiat currencies. This includes a mix of developing markets such as Bermudan dollar, Costa Rican colon, Hungarian forint, Mexican peso, Singapore dollar, and the Swiss franc, as well as probably some others, as they did say 43. So this is good because the more different currencies that can get on Ramp, the more different countries that can participate, and the easier we can adapt. Fed Chair Powell says Bitcoin has staying power as an asset class. Fed Chair Powell says Bitcoin has staying power as an asset class. So Fed Chair Jerome Powell said Wednesday that the central bank should play a robust role in the oversight of stablecoins, and he also said cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have staying power. Responding to a question posed by Maxine Walters on stablecoins, Powell said that the Fed needs to have a strong federal oversight on stablecoins, so they're saying they really need their hands in it. The ultimate source of credibility and money, he says, is the central bank. So Powell says that your stablecoin has no value without the central bank's backing. Leaving the Fed with a weak role and allowing allowed private money creation at the state level would be a mistake, he says. They were saying, hey, the states are going to allow people to make stablecoins. He's saying this would create a lot of issues and that it should be left to the Fed. So they don't trust the average person and the state level to manage our own money. They say we're better in their hands. Federal agencies form new U.S. crime task force. Don't know how we're better in their hands if our debt constantly goes up and never goes down. My credit cards would get closed. New U.S. task force comprising of 5 federal enforcement agencies that regularly collaborate and investigate crypto and darknet crimes has been established according to the Homeland Security. The new interagency group will investigate how criminal gangs within Arizona use crypto on the dark web for crimes including drug trafficking, money laundering, personal data theft, and child exploitation. They say this is to provide increased collaboration, enhance resource, and disrupt and dismantle criminal organizations using these emerging technologies, even though we know that the dollar is everyone's favorite still. So our total market cap is getting a little bit of a bump up here, continuing this kind of rounding bottom. Stochastic is still running up, our RSI is running up, VWAP is running up, our money flow is still flat under that neutral, so that's kind of concerning considering we're pumping up, but money's not coming in, so that suggests we could have a lot of manipulation, even though we're seeing a lot of money come in from other places because of all this institutional adoption. Just like Mastercard getting in, so people are getting excited. Our momentum wave is trying to come up, so we are trying to push higher, so that is good for us. Over on our Bitcoin dominance, we are pushing pretty high. We've almost taken this full breakout that we had, so we've almost made our full move, so we could expect a cool down soon. Our RSI is still trying to push bullish, doesn't really have anywhere to go. RSI is pushing higher. About to get maxed out. Our momentum is getting really close, so as high as they can go. Our money flow is starting to curl out, so even though we're pushing up with our dominance, money's starting to come out. VWAP is trying to push up, so we have a little bit of mixed signals here in my opinion, and we may not be able to continue moving higher. We may see 30K be our local top, and we may see this lower gap filled. You can see we filled this higher gap. We do still have a gap at about 35K. So if we do push higher, we could get sucked into the 35K level and then come crashing back down. That would be pretty devastating though. Stochastic is trying to start to curl. RSI is starting to curl. VWAP starting to curl. Money flow is struggling to get over into the bullish territory. So even though Bitcoin's money flow is bullish, our futures money flow isn't, and futures dictate Bitcoin, kind of like we said yesterday. Our momentum wave is trying to come up, but it looks like it could start to curl as the VWAP is coming down. Over on the 4-hour, we have a double red dot invalidating this green dot, so that's not good for our momentum. Money flow is trying to come up still, so the 4-hour money flow is still trying to come in, so that is good for us. Momentum's starting to round off, Stochastic's starting to inch down, and our RSI is just riding this area right around 89, not really going anywhere. Over on the 2-hour, you can see we keep just stair-stepping up. We have a bearish divergence on our momentum. Our stochastic is slightly getting kind of bearish divergence almost, as we're pushing way higher and our momentum wave is not really going anywhere. We have a red dot on our momentum. Stochastic's got a bearish cross coming down. RSI is curling down. VWAP is breaking in the bearish territory. Our money flow is still running strong though, so we do still have that bullish trend that could help us. We'll have to see if we bounce off this zone or not. Over on the 1-hour, we have a bearish divergence in our momentum. Stochastic is starting to come down. RSI is trying to curl back up. Our money flow is still coming up in the bullish territory, so that is good for us. Our VWAP is in the bearish zone, but it could curl up and gain some bullish momentum. We'll have to see if it curls up and just flops back over or not. But overall, we're pretty flat for the current day starting. But we did get a pretty decent move, but we do have that reversal arrow with the green dot, which sometimes you get those and you'll go up, sometimes you get those and you go down, so I'd exercise a little bit of caution here. Over on Bitcoin, we've managed to push to our resistance right around 30. I believe Binance hit like 138K today on a flash candle somehow. So a lot of people are speculating that because we flashed to 15K in the bear market on Binance, that means we may hit that in the bull market. Not financial advice, not a guarantee. That's just a rumor swirling around. Our stochastic is trying to push higher, but it is starting to curl out. RSI looks like it wants to continue moving higher, but we are getting a red dot that could bring it down. Our momentum is trying to push higher. VWAP is trying to push higher. Our money flow, though, is struggling to really go anywhere. So yes, we've broken bullish, but we're not really getting strong momentum to the bullish side, so we may start to pull back from here. Over on the 4-hour, we have a double red dot. Our momentum's coming down. Stochastic's pretty overbought. RSI is starting to bend. Money flow is ramping up pretty good, so our money flow is still doing good, but our VWAP, our medium term, doesn't really know where it wants to go. It is slightly bearish right now, but it's been having some trouble finding some ground. So we could start to pull back if we don't get through this support or resistance right now and make it support. Over on the 2-hour, momentum has a bearish divergence. Double red dot on our momentum. Stochastic is crashing down. RSI is kind of trying to curl up, even though our stochastic's giving it no strength. We kind of are in the bullish territory though, so our RSI could still go up until we break below that 30. Money flow is overall losing a little bit, but coming down. VWAP is in the bearish territory, so just watch out if it starts to curl back under. But it could start to curl back up as we got a little bit of a peak, and then we could bounce kind of like the last 2 times we were in this zone. Over on the 1-hour, our momentum wave has a bigger divergence. Stochastic is way down and trying to make a bullish cross, so that might try to push us up. But we are under that 30, so watch the 1-hour, see if it confirms above that 30. If we stay under the 30, we may see everything else start to pull back from here. Money flow is still in a pretty dangerous zone of being overbought. It's at 36, zoom way out, and we touched this zone here and here. Here we pulled back here, we pulled back as well. So both times we were here with money flow on the 1-hour, we pulled back, so just exercise some caution. Over on graph, on the daily, We have a pretty good candle. We almost got our full breakout. Stochastic's running up, RSI's running up, VWAP's running up. Money flow's flat though, so the money flow is not really coming up. So this could be a little bit of a manipulation pump. Momentum's trying to come up, so we are trying to push forward, but just watch out for that secondary wave to bend. Over on the 4 hour, you can see we got a pretty decent push up. Our stochastic is running up, RSI is running up, momentum looks like it wants to run up, but we could start to curl over. VWAP is still riding above that neutral, not really deciding what trend it wants to be in, but we are slightly bullish still on the medium term until it breaks down. Our money flow is struggling to get above a 9 still, but we are still in the bullish territory here, so that is good for us. Over on the 2 hour, our money flow is trying to get a little bit of a bounce and make a little bit of a new high. Stochastic is starting to pull back. Our RSI is trying to push higher. Momentum's making higher highs. So we're looking decent for a move up as we'll have to watch the VWAP though, since that's kind of riding that neutral zone. If it breaks bearish, we could see everything else start to print bearish signs. But overall, the money flow and the RSI look pretty decent. And just keep an eye on the VWAP and stochastic and the momentum. Over on the 1 hour, our RSI has a red dot and is pointing down. Stochastic has a bullish cross, so that could help push our RSI up. Our momentum has a green dot. Our money flow is starting to curl down, so keep an eye on if it breaks down from here. Our VWAP is trying to claim bullish territory after peaking in the bearish zone, but we'll have to see if it can gain some more momentum or if it just rolls right over. Over on Anchor, on the daily, we got a pretty strong move. This could become a cup and handle that pushed away from our flag if we continue this bullish environment. So that would be good. Only thing I could see that cancel this bullish environment at this point would be that all the ETFs being canceled and a lot of money starting to come out as people start to get worried. So just be a little skeptical and watch out for any kind of news like that. Obviously, we'll cover it here. Stochastic is trying to push up, RSI is trying to push up, VWAP's trying to push up, money flow is going flat though. Momentum's trying to push up, so we are trying to make a cup and handle, but just watch out if our money flow starts to come under. Over on the 4 hour, our stochastic is trying to get a bearish cross. RSI looks like it's starting to bend. Momentum did get a green dot, but it's not really going anywhere. Money flow is ramping up. Momentum really can't go anywhere, to be honest. VWAP, it doesn't really know where it wants to be. We're very weak on the bullish side and coming back under. So if we break bearish, we could reject here, but we could also see a slight rejection, bounce off a support level, make a cup and handle, and see a further breakout to this other area that we were in. I'm going to delete some of these other lines real quick just to clean up this chart. Bear with me. If my pointer wants to click right, keeps trying to click on this, but we could make that cup and handle push higher. So over on the 2 hour, we have a double red dot on our momentum. RSI is falling, stochastic's falling, bearish divergence on our momentum as well. Not looking too strong. Money flow is struggling to get above this 19 zone. So I just watched for a rejection. The last time we were here, we got a rejection and we got a little bit of a cool off, so not necessarily as bad as some of the other ones. VWAP is trying to reclaim bullish territory, but it's starting to fall. So just watch for it to start to break farther down. If it breaks really rapidly, we could see everything else start to break down. Over on the 1 hour, our momentum has a bearish divergence. Stochastic has a bearish divergence. RSI is falling. We just got red everywhere. Our momentum overall is making higher highs and trying to push higher, but we are starting to set in lower highs here, so just watch out if we start to roll over and pull back. VWAP wants to claim some bullish territory, but it's not very strong, so we could just fall back flat, kind of like right in here, so just watch out for that. Over on XRP for the daily, we are getting a little bit of a pump, so I'm going to get rid of this double top as we pretty much pushed away from it. But we still do have this support level down here. We are, might be a little bit of a wedge or ascending channel. More of a ascending channel. So an ascending channel is bearish. A lot of people are pointing to ascending channels on these bigger time frames on Bitcoin, we were in an ascending channel, but we kind of broke away. So just because they're bearish doesn't mean you always break down. There are times you can break up. Our RSI is trying to push up, stochastic's trying to push up, momentum is trying to curl up, money flow's starting to curl away, VWAP's trying to push up and make a bounce off that neutral. So we are set to keep moving up. Just keep an eye on the money flow. Over on the 4-hour here, our stochastic has a bullish cross and our RSI is trying to push up. Momentum's trying to get a little more of a pump up, but overall it's starting to roll with the bigger wave, so watch out for that and watch out for a bearish divergence as we're making. Our money flow is starting to round out on the 4-hour, so I'd exercise some caution. VWAP's making lower highs. It did bounce off the neutral, but just watch for it to come back down. Over on the 2-hour here, we have a bullish cross about to happen, so we'll have to see if that happens and confirms. RSI is trying to launch up, momentum's trying to launch up and invalidate this bearish divergence, so we could see that carry over to the 4-hour if this continues. Money flow overall is getting lower highs though, so just watch out for that trend to continue. And our VWAP is trying to push higher with slightly higher highs and a little bit of a bounce off the neutral, so we have some mixed signals. As I said, it is an uptrend, so I just exercise some caution. Stochastic is trying to push up, RSI is starting to flatten out with the red dot on the 1-hour. Our momentum's trying to push higher, but the secondary wave looks like it wants to curl out. VWAP's starting to curl out, money flow is overall starting to inch its way out, but trying to get a little bit of a recovery. Our VWAP looks like it could roll over, so we have some mixed signals here as well. We could push higher, maybe get another bounce off the top and bottom, and then maybe break down. We'll have to see. Surprising, XRP is doing worse than most coins. Algo, we managed to get sucked back into the zone, kind of like I've been hoping, suggesting that would be the most ideal case for a kind of bullish setup. So we've been hoping for a bullish setup for that. Now, if we kind of go flat and sideways, we could set up a small bull flag and kind of stay within this channel, and that would hopefully invalidate those lower price targets. Stochastic's starting to kind of round, RSI is trying to push higher, money flow is starting to kind of round in the bearish territory, VWAP's pushing higher, and our momentum's coming up, so we have some mixed signals here. We do have very little volume in this range, so if we do confirm candles here, it could be an easy shot to kind of push to the high part of the range. Over on the 4-hour, stochastic's just right in the overbought area. RSI is pretty flat. Momentum's kind of flattening out. Money flow wants to make higher highs. VWAP's making lower highs and heading back toward the neutral zone. So overall, we're pretty mixed. Over on the 2-hour, stochastic's starting to fall. RSI is starting to fall, but wants to come back up. Momentum's making higher highs, but it could start to round here. Money flow's starting to round out here, so on the 2-hour, we're starting to weaken. VWAP's just riding barely above neutral, so our medium term could break back into the bearish zone. And I'd watch out for that to kind of carry some weight, as that could pull us right back away from this channel. Over on the 1-hour, we do have a bearish divergence on stochastic, but we're trying to pump away from it. RSI is getting lower highs though, so watch out for that. Momentum's starting to come down. Money flow is struggling to get above the 16 zone. The last couple times we did pull back from it, and price kind of just went flat, so hopefully that does happen and we kind of just ride this zone. VWAP is trying to break back in the bullish territory, but it's not very strong. So I'd say overall we're very mixed. We do have the possibilities for some bullish setup, but if liquidity starts to get pulled from us, we could crash pretty violently. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night.